This is my gun. There are many like it. There's not many like it, but this one is mine. My name is Kris. This is SHOT Show 2025, Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm here at Tandemkross's booth with Tyler, with this little beauty. Tyler, tell me all about it.
Yeah, sure. So this is sort of a milestone moment for Tandemkross. This is our first ever full-on 100% Tandemkross long gun project. So this is 1022 platform, you could say, based on Ruger 1022.
I'll say that.
Yeah. So magazine compatibility with standard 1022. This has all the features that we've worked on for many, many years. So the main highlights to go over it would be our barrels. These are relatively new for us. It is 11.5 ounces. It's the lightest 16.5 inch standard 1022 barrel. It's compatible with all 1022 fixed barrel receivers. The aluminum sleeve on the barrel is M-LOK compatible. We make these fiber optic adjustable sights for it, and then it will accept standard M-LOK attachments like this little rail panel. Next up is our Manticore X lower. So this is sort of a cousin product to the Manticore trigger assembly. What we've done is we've taken the need for a chassis and just gotten rid of it because the grip and the stock will mount directly to the trigger pack itself. On this one, it comes standard with a Picatinny segment here for mounting a Picatinny stock or brace for US folks. And then we also have a replacement to the Picatinny element that will accept a buffer tube like the rifle here. So if you prefer length of pull adjustment or for overall length purposes, that is available, and we're really excited about that little addition. The real big item on this gun is our receiver. We're calling it the ADX, or the Advantage X. What sets it apart from a standard 1022 pattern clone receiver is left side charging. So we've moved the charging handle to the left side. It's able to be retracted and then lifted up and locked open. I'll show you it's locked open on this side. And then to close the action, you can just slap it shut. Pretty fun. So this just makes it easier to handle. You've taken all the controls and you've brought them all into this one little workspace. It's easy to lock open, manipulate the charging handle, shut it when you want. You don't have to use a bolt catch component down here. And then additionally to that, the rear cap of this receiver comes off in disassembly. So if you separate your receiver from your trigger assembly, you remove this rear pin and this rear cap comes off the back of the receiver, and then you slide the bolt and charging handle assembly to the rear, and then just straight out of the bottom of the receiver. No need to pull the spring back and fight with it, and then just the reverse to reassemble. Charging handle just drops in, no compression. Charging handle, bridge element lines up with the notch in the top of the bolt. Slide it forward and then pin the rear cap back in. It's just a little detent captured push pin. Super easy assembly, super fun to work on, really fun to use, and we're just really excited about it.
It is kind of cool. You see a lot of aftermarket 1022 stuff. It's pretty saturated. But a lot of it is just like, I want to be involved in the 1022 aftermarket. But you guys have really thought about how to improve it. Like there's a lot of things that I really like about this. Number one, I like the call it skeletonized hollow. What are you calling it?
Oh, since we don't have the magazine well is totally open now that we don't have a stock. It's really easy.
One thing that I noticed with a factory 1022, you kind of start inserting it, and then you're just pressing from the bottom, and they like to stick once in a while.
Yeah.
But being able to hold the side of the magazine like this and coming all the way up, well, of course I do that now, I'm getting it stuck. But I've been sitting here playing with it and just kind of swapping it around, and I find it a lot easier to seat the magazine.
Absolutely, totally. And then you never run into a situation where the magazine gets stuck. That's something that we are really happy about here. If you have a tight magazine, or if you have a malfunction where a round is like half in and half out, and you try to pull the mag out, you can't because there's nowhere to grab on. So not only do you have that ability, you can strip the mag out if you need to, but since our magazines, our double cross magazines, are clear, you can always see your round count when it's in the gun. And it's a really fun thing if you're looking at like video of yourself. You can watch the rotor on the magazine index as you shoot. Just the little stuff.
I especially like this little rolling lock.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
I mean, the bolt carrier, or the bolt is not rolling. You've got a little like free floating system in there.
Yeah.
It's just allowing you to roll the bolt, and so much easier than, because this was great.
Yeah.
And this was one of the things I really liked when we did a video on the installation for the Manticore
Yeah,
on its own. Go to the channel and look for that if you're looking for more information specifically about the trigger pack. But it was one of the things I really liked, because this has always been like an Achilles heel of the 1022 platform.
Yeah.
But just bypassing it and using this little roller, that's smart. It's super neat.
Yeah.
And no push button safety. Same with the Manticore. Again, you guys can look at the other videos of the Manticore on our channel, and the paddle. Like, it's just, I don't know who's engineering this stuff over there at Tandemkross, but I don't know. Give them a Christmas bonus.
Sure, above my pay grade to make that happen, but absolutely.
No, you heard it here. He committed to it, I think.
All right, I guess I did.
So, big question.
Yes.
We're up in Kanakada.
All right.
When should we expect to start seeing these?
Sure.
And shout out a couple of retail stores where they will see them.
Yep, absolutely. So, with the exception of the receiver, everything on this is available in Canada. We recommend, just for ease of use, to go through a dealer, although for the majority of our items, we can export directly to our Canadian customers. Great examples of major retailers would be Reliable Gun and Tackle in Vancouver, or Calgary Shooting Center, obviously in Calgary. They're also the Tandemkross warranty service provider.
So not the Calgary Shooting Center in Timbuktu?
I suppose not.
Just the one in Calgary?
Just the one in Calgary.
All right.
So far, maybe we'll expand.
Okay.
But they're all great dealers. We love our Canadian dealers. So if you want to go through for them, barrels are now getting available to dealers, so they'll be getting them real soon.
I didn't even mention that, but that is a super cool idea. So again, people who watch the channel, they'll know that I've got a gray birch. That's what I put the Manticore in.
Yeah.
One of the biggest drawbacks for me has always been that I have the forend for the chassis,
Yes.
but the barrel is free floating, and there's no you have to hold it, because these guns are small.
Yeah.
They're not big.
You're a big guy.
Yeah, and so you're holding these things and you're trying to figure out little hand positions to hold the,
Yeah.
because you don't want to be clamping down on the free floating barrel, but that's not a thing here. You can, you can thumb over no problem.
Oh yeah, and that's why I put this little rail segment, so it's recoil control on that blazing 22 LR recoil impulse.
Well, sometimes you get some thumpers.
Yeah, especially if
What
it's
is
this
it?
light, you might start to feel it.
Ely Force?
Yeah.
I've heard it's the 338 Lapua of the rimfire world.
Say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Well, this is amazing, Tyler. I think you guys have kind of hit this out of the park. It's,
why, thank you.
It's a cool little idea. Can't wait to start seeing them show up at ranges in Canada.
Yep, we're going to make it happen.
Right on. Appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
Live from SHOT Show. Get a Tandemkross. Get her done.